Can you just give a high-level overview on Desert Royalty and y'all's legacy and the kind of high-level bullet points, then we'll jump into the last 3 years.
Sure. Yeah. Thanks, Tim, for having me on. Yeah, a lot has changed since last time we were talking on the podcast. So glad we are where we are, given where we talked last time. But yeah, so Desert Royalty Company is a long-term mineral company. It's was founded by my dad, Kyle Stallings, and his partner, Buddy Gibb, in 1990, where they were buying royalties, using tax rolls. That's really all they focused on, was buying PDP, but also non-producing properties using bank debt. And they would sell down some and keep as much as they could. And for the last 22 years, we have been raising funds. And we just now raised our most recent funds, Desert Partners 8. And we use those vehicles to buy mineral interest and for the long-term hold. Very selectively and opportunistically, we may do a sale from time to time, but for the most part, we keep everything that we have for a long-term hold. As of today, we own 90% of everything that we've purchased over the last 22 years.
Fantastic. And so you've done kind of raised and deployed 7 funds, and you just raised the 8th fund, correct?
That's right.
Where do you guys own? What does the portfolio look like today? Just kind of high level bullet points, basins, states, NRAs, et cetera.
Sure. So the family of funds collectively have about 165,000 net royalty acres, with the highlight being in the Permian Basin. We have about 43,000 acres today in the Permian Basin, with the majority of that being in the Delaware. We have about 33,000 and change in the Delaware, and about 10,000 in the Midland. And so the number of dollars deployed over the last 22 years is $520 million that we've deployed. Desert Partners 7 was initially a $60 million fund that grew to be a $125 million fund. And we just raised our 8th fund being a initial raise of $125 million, and that may grow over time. But that's kind of where we are. Most of the revenue does come out of the Permian, but we have strong positions in the Bakken and in the Haynesville and East Texas Eagle Ford, as well as the Rockies and Oklahoma. But as far as revenue goes, it would primarily be Permian Basin, Bakken, and then Haynesville.